Okay, yeah, we should be back now. So, got all of the CPUs here. I'm not really going to shuffle them as they're all random, but I will talk about the CPU now. So we've got Mario, Little Mac, Olimar, Pit, Joker. For some reason, he's back. Like, I don't really understand why he keeps showing up to these things and losing, like, in the first two rounds, but I guess that's his game plan for today. Mewtwo, Duck Hunt, Ice Climbers, Kirby, Ness, Simon Belmont. Got Corin, Sonic, Villager. Don't know why Villager and Isabelle keep showing up as well. Pichu and Zelda. But yeah, Villager and Isabelle have been in like every one of these tournaments pretty much. I guess so is Joker. Maybe he just won't stop until he wins. Like, that was just random. And I said 6 out of 16, and this one's 5 out of 16. Because I know how to count. I just updated it to be the same thing as well. So, but yeah, for game 1 we've got Little Mac versus Mario here at Wily Castle. So, Mario getting the first bit of percent on Mac here. I don't remember him doing well at any point in CPU tournaments in the past, so... Oh, Jebaited evolved into Forehead. I never even noticed that. Jebaited is the name of my live pet on Twitch, in case you're wondering. And, like, people just pet him by clicking on him. And then, like, 30 seconds later, they can pet on him again, and he gets XP, and then he'll evolve eventually, like, every 5 or 10 levels. But yeah, it seems like Mario's got a bit of an advantage here on Mac. Although he is about to get KO Punch, so that could turn things around. He did land a forward smash, which did a bit of percent to Mario. But he's going to miss that KO Punch, which Mario's just going to flood his side special and get a lot of up airs for some reason. Don't really... I guess because he's facing forward, but... like, Nair would be a better option than up air, I would think, at least. Yeah, he's going to land a back air there on Mac. It's just forward air has a bit too much lag, so that I know why he wasn't going for fair. I got to see an up special from Mac. Not going to be enough to kill Mario, for sure. But it seems like they're both struggling to kill each other, which Mario should do that pretty easily with Flood, although he didn't really charge it at any point in time. But he's going to land an up smash there because he's Mario. Yeah, goes for a neutral special, which Little Mac tried to side special to recover, but Mario's just really punished him for doing that, it looks like. It's going to get forward smash by Mac there, but makes it back to stage using a wall jump. And his up special to avoid Mac's 2-frame. A lot of the CPUs are going for 2 frames now. They used to always just sit in the middle of the stage or just try to chase you off stage, but now most of the time they go for 2 frames, like if you're playing against Bowser. For example, he goes for 2 frames a lot, the Bowser CPUs. Little Mac's got KO Punch and he does light it on Mario, but Mario's had a pretty high percent, so I would have just gone for up smash or like counter into KO Punch personally. Or not counter to KO Punch, but like just some way to kill Mario before you have to throw out KO Punch. But yeah, he's gonna get back aired by Mario there, so Mario's about a stock ahead. There's 4% like a disadvantage on Mac, I guess, but or I guess Mario really for the stock ahead. And now he's at 36.9% compared to Mac's 11.4, but Mario's still a stock ahead. I mean, this could be a For Glory Little Mac, as we are on a flat stage, so... in For Glory, you always played on a Megaform stages. So he could get a comeback here. But he's going to get forward smash by Mario there while he's charging up his neutral special. He does get KO Punch out of that interaction though, which it would kill Mario. He's going to go for an up smash instead, and a back air, and then he loses KO Punch in Mario's back air. Yeah, Mac's supposed to be a pretty weak character in his games and fight people, so maybe he can get back here. Like he always, in Punch-Out, was like the weak and scrawny character compared to like King Hippo, who is just giant fighter, I guess. I don't really know what he was. But Yeah, Little Mac just wasn't able to recover there. So Mario does get to take the first game. Moving on to round 2 against, Olimar and Pit. So, whoever wins out of this will have to fight Mario. Gonna be at Pokemon Stadium. I believe this is Pokemon Stadium 1. I don't have it set to 2, although I should probably set it to 2, because I don't really know the difference, and most people just use 2. I just had it on 1 because I don't know the difference between them, so I just left it on that one. But I know that they're not both in circulation, like I only think that this one's in circulation. And then I'm gonna update my rule set pretty soon for this to remove a few stages that I have. Like Kalos and Mementos, I think, should be removed. But that one I'm still kind of debating. But yeah, Pit's at 178% here, and it's been about a minute in the match. He is fighting against Olimar though, so I'm guessing I'm not that surprised. Olimar does have a blue Pikmin here, so he can just go for like throw, but he goes for back air instead. Or I believe it's the blue one that increases throw damage and knockback. It's gonna get forward air by Pit there. Neutral air to down air does not connect for Pit. Olimar is starting to lose the lead that he had. Olimar kind of struggles in disadvantage, actually. So, could be seeing him take a lot more percent in the future. Because once you start to hit Olimar, it's very hard for him to not be hit afterwards. He can just kind of scare you away with purple Pikmin, but he's not really using purples against this Pit for some reason. Like that's your goal as an Olimar player, is to just fish for purples, like have 2 purples and a red whenever people aren't at kill percents, and then 2 purples and a blue whenever people are at kill percent for throws, I believe is blue for throws. But Pit gonna die to that up air there. So we got one more stock against Olimar here. Olimar could do a bit more percent to Pit, but he's just gonna stay on this purple, white, and blue Pikmin order. Going back to red, blue, yellow. I guess red, yellow, blue, really, but... Gonna get nair. That nair actually did a lot of damage for Pit. It's like a Palutena nair, except instead of comboing for damage, it just did a lot of damage on the single hit. But yeah, all of Pit's moves are multi-hits, except for like its special moves. If you didn't know. And its down air. And his down special is the reflector, like the little shield things. But if they break, he can punish you for breaking it pretty easily. And so it's basically like a shield, except you use it to punish people for breaking your shield. But yeah, Olimar's got 2 blues here and a white. If blues do increase throw damage, I'm pretty sure Pit's at kill percent for like up throw. If not, he's pretty close. Yeah. I know white has maximum, like, the Pikmin throw damage. So, like, whenever you stick to people with Pikmin, the white ones will do the most damage. And they also go the furthest. Yeah, it looks like Olimar took the game with an up air. So, gets to move on to round 2 against Mario. For battle 3 of round 1, we've got Joker versus Mewtwo. Joker once again making it into a tournament, 5th one in a row. He wasn't in Season 1 at all due to him not existing in the game at the time. Except maybe slightly mentioned in the files. But he is going to take a stock from Mewtwo there, as Mewtwo kind of just laid on the ground while the stage moved up. But Mewtwo's starting to get a reverse 0 to death on him. maybe. Joker needs to get out a hit here, unless he wants that to be true. I don't think I've ever seen someone, like, 0 to death someone who just 0 to death them in this tournament, but I'm not saying it couldn't happen. But yeah, he's going to get a lot of damage out of that drag down up air, actually. I didn't think he would go for that. Gonna just try and outrange with gun special for some reason. Gotta go for that up B. Tell he didn't really want Arson to be there whenever he did the up B. Wanted to go for the grapple up B, and then he tried to hit Mewtwo with an up smash at the top using the platform there to get a really early kill. Mewtwo weighs, or has like a pretty low weight. I think it might be around Joker's weight, because it did get buffed to where Mewtwo weighs some more. Yeah, Joker gonna land that up smash and get a kill. Didn't really get a kill with Arson, which kind of surprised me actually. So, once again, Mewtwo's a stock behind Joker and getting into the first few hits after Joker takes Mewtwo's stock. And then Arson coming in clutch right there to save Joker as his up special. Probably would not have reached the stage or seeing how Joker was using it to try and recover before. Parries Mewtwo's forward smash into a forward smash of its own with Arson there for a lot more percent and gets a read on that up B. And then we saw a footstool go up from Joker, but he should have just let Mewtwo SD, but I guess he wanted to play an honest game. Or at least I would have just let Mewtwo SD there. And then Mewtwo reads Joker's jump and punishes with a B-reverse neutral special. Joker's gonna land another dash attack, and then Mewtwo kind of just lays on the ground and dies. So, yeah, Joker's moving on. So, he got a really good 0 to death on Mewtwo with, Mewtwo just laying on the ground, and then got a good, up air combo, kind of. Like, it wasn't true or anything, but it looked kind of smooth. And then he got a decent footstool. Like, the combo before the footstool was pretty good as well, I guess. But now we have Duck Hunt versus Ice Climbers. Both retro fighters from NES era games. I haven't really seen a new release in quite a while. So it's kind of going to be interesting seeing them fight. I don't really know who wins this fight. What I mean by that is, Duck Hunt zones them out, but like, I guess they're kind of slow, so they can't really deal with the zoning, but Duck Hunt's pretty slow as well. And then if they do get in, they can just chain grab, but they don't really know how to do chain grabs, or not chain grabs, but, desyncs. Which are basically just fancy words for chain grabs. It's like, oh yeah, you just grab someone and then you hit them with a side special, which then leads into another grab, and then you hit them with another side special, which then leads into a grab, which then leads into another side special that leads into a down air. I mean, not down air, but fair, because down air wouldn't kill out of that combo. But that's basically an Ice Climber combo. Although, now we've got Sopo here, fighting Duck Hunt, but I have to answer this phone call real fast, so I'll be back in a few minutes, I guess. Yeah, sorry about that. Should be back now. Gonna get hit by that up air from Sopo, so. But Sopo is at 170% here, so I don't know how long up air has for, I mean, not up air, but Sopo has before he gets up aired by, Duck Hunt. He's gonna get canned, actually. Don't know why, but I'm coughing like 500 more times now than I was earlier. But Duck Hunt's starting to look really bad here from his lead at the beginning of the last stock. But he could come back with this jab. Got the can set up for their roll. Gonna land a nair, but it's gonna get punished by a back air from Popo there. yeah, I can't really tell what's happening here. It's like, they're kind of just getting in chip damage, I guess. Surprised that up air didn't kill Duck Hunt. Because up air is really strong for Ice Climber, so it might be stale though. They actually hit him with up special. I never would have seen that happening. As the up special hitbox is really weird, so that's why they had to go underneath the stage. But they're just gonna spam side B, so not that surprising of a strategy. But Duck Hunt's gonna be hit by an untackable there. Lose a stock for it. And then Nana did just jump off stage, so now it's just Sopo against Duck Hunt. But Sopo did kill Duck Hunt, so don't really know what's gonna happen here. Not get hit by clay pigeons though, and then get hit by a can using, or Duck Hunt used the can on himself to make sure that the ice climbers died. But yeah, it looks like Duck Hunt's not gonna win this match, sadly. I mean, he could still come back, but ice climbers kind of just take a lead, and then they just run with it by spamming moves that Duck Hunt really can't punish, because Duck Hunt decides to play aggressive whenever he's losing instead of defensive. Which he should be playing defensive if he's winning and losing as well, but he's just deciding to play defensively if he wins and then offensively if he loses. But I guess that worked, so yeah, he just spiked them. So maybe I was wrong about playing offensively. Because, I mean, he just forward aired them twice and then down aired them, and it just worked. Like, I guess it separated one a little bit more than the other, so they couldn't up special to get back. Because they tried to up special, which would have worked, but for some reason, Nana was just underneath Popo or something like that. But we've got Kirby versus Ness here for Battle 5 of Round 1. I'm gonna be at Yoshi's Island Melee, listening to Smash 64 music. Not Yoshi's Island Melee, isn't it something like Yoshi's Story? But I believe that was a 0 to death from Kirby, maybe? Although he got hit by the up special at the end when Ness was trying to recover, but I think that would count as a 0 to death. Unless he got hit before then and I just didn't notice, so I'm gonna rewatch that. No, he traded with Ness to get Nair and then use his body to just block Ness, so he literally killed Ness by hitting him once and then just running into Ness's up special. Which he's gonna do that again, which it will kill him this time. But it didn't even kill Ness, so it wasn't that worth it. I would just use fair and just spam fair, because that's just kind of what I do as Kirby in the first place, and it kind of just works out. But I don't understand why that knocked Kirby so high up in the air. Like, he jumped once, and it just made that launch him even higher than he already was. That whole interaction was kind of strange, but Kirby is going to land an up smash, which does kill Ness. This really reminds me of Smash 64, actually. Because I would always play on the stage because I thought it was legal in 64, because I just didn't want to play on Dreamland every day. Whenever I was waiting on Ultimate to come out, because I didn't really play on the 3DS that much either, because I hated Smash 4 on the 3DS. Like, it was fun, but I just didn't like to play on the 3DS that much, and I still really don't. But I was playing on it earlier today for Pokemon, because Sword and Shield's still not out, but that was pretty much all that I play on it now. I think I actually gave away my copy of Smash 4. I don't even think I have it anymore, because I just don't plan on playing that game ever again. But 64 is still pretty fun. I like to play as Falcon on it a lot. And so, it would just be me and some friends, and I would play Captain Falcon on Yoshi's Story. Or not Yoshi's Story, but whatever that stage was, and just camp on the cloud. And then I would just like down air them if they got close, because down air spiked, and it was like the only spike that I knew about in that game. For Falcon, at least. But, yeah, Kirby's gonna take that game from Ness. Yeah, my coughing's starting to get kind of bad, actually. Like, I'm having to cough every sentence, pretty much. Yeah, we've got Simon Belmont versus Corrin here. That'll be an interesting fight because, I mean, Belmont can kind of just in the middle of a sentence, and I think it didn't catch what I said there, but my chair unplugged my headset while I was talking in case it didn't catch that. But Belmont can kind of just outrange Corrin, but he's gonna play aggressively because he wins this matchup. At least in my opinion, he wins. Corrin doesn't really have any good tools to camp Belmont except for like forward air. And even that's not that great. And then on stage, Belmont destroys Corrin because Corrin has to land tippers, and the tipper range for Corrin is still the range of F-tilt for Belmont, so Belmont can just throw out F-tilt or Axe to prevent Corrin from doing side special. Neutral special gets countered by side special from Belmont as well, so. And then down tilt can just go under forward smash tipper, so. Belmont kind of just has a lot of advantages, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't think he has a jump, so he's gonna lose a stock there. They get hit by that rapid jab from Simon. And a down smash as well. And a few axes, but I guess it's just Belmont being Belmont at this point. He's starting to realize that he can just spam the B button and win. Although he's not doing it in effective methods. Like, down smash and forward tilt are really good moves for Simon if somebody's like right next to you. Because down smash is surprisingly fast and forward tilt is also surprisingly fast, and they both just knock people away from you. And then you can just throw out another side special. Because the only reason they should be next to you is if your side special missed or it got blocked. Or you can just do like a forward throw like that. And forward throw is a kill throw for Simon, so it's pretty easy to get kills at the ledge. But yeah, see, you can just throw axes and side special to just punish Corrin. Even though Corrin got buffed more than like almost any other character, like Corrin and Mewtwo have been buffed a lot in this game. So, but Corrin got buffed a lot in the last fight. I don't know who got more out of those two, but I'm pretty sure it was either Tide or Corrin. But they also made it where her, or his, I guess because it's both, but their tipper will, or it has an increased hitbox. So now it's even larger and easier to hit. Like, it was already pretty easy to hit, I guess. Like, I guess I just didn't have that much trouble with it. But now it's much easier to hit. They should have done the same for Mars tipper, because his is actually hard to hit. But yeah, Simon did win that match, so now we get to go on to the next one. But yeah, that's kind of my main problem with Mars, is that his tipper is just very inconsistent. But Corrin's is consistent now, so I guess Corrin remains in mid-tier. I mean, I don't know where I'm gonna put her actually. I'll talk about that whenever I do my tier list video or my Corrin video. But for now, we've got Sonic versus Villager here. Villager can camp Sonic instead of Sonic camping Villager, because this isn't Smash 4. But he's gonna play like it is, so, because that's what the Sonics do, is they just use side special 15 times in a row, and then after you've countered it for the 15th time, then they just go for it again. Because by then, they respawn and the move's not stale anymore. I don't understand why they go for side special so much in this game. Like, I know that it gets a lot of percent if it works, but it just never does. Like, even if you do a barely charged side special, it still doesn't get that much percent. Like what I do with Sonic, so I just camp people out by spamming like back air and forward air. Because regardless of what moves you use, you still camp people out as Sonic, but I just use it to space. Or use him to space, I guess. I don't use slide special pretty much at all, really. But I probably should use it a bit more than I do. And I don't use down special at all for Sonic either. I know that there is a slight difference between them, but I don't know how much of a difference it makes to use one over the other. But yeah, you can just use this back air because it has a massive amount of range to just hit people from pretty far away into like edge guard with. And it's also really fast. But you can use this forward air to do the same thing. It's pretty much like I can't remember whose forward air that one's like. But it's kind of the same scenario for both of those characters. Oh yeah, it's like Falco's forward air. Yeah, Falco and Sonic play very similar to me. Or at least I play them very similarly. Sonic's just much faster than Falco. And kills a little bit easier. But doesn't get projectiles because of it. But yeah, I'd still say Sonic is a pretty good character overall. Like, even though spin dash canceling is gone, like, he's still Sonic. He just can't camp as easily. He can still camp, but it's just not as effective anymore. But yeah, Villager and Sonic are pretty even at this point, and they've both taken a stock from each other. Villager gonna go for the forward smash edge guard, which Sonic had already grabbed ledge whenever he started it. But I guess he is Villager. Like, this matchup is just side special versus side special pretty much, at least for CPUs. But we finally see something different with Sonic doing the neutral air into forward smash. But yeah, Villager can just camp with side special using the Void Rockets to just zone people out. Sonic can camp with side special to just try and get side special into nair. Or back air, as he's done that twice in a row now. As you can see, he's used side special so much that it did 15.6% for side special into fair. Is that gonna... No, that can't get Villager, can it? No, that didn't either. Okay. I think he might have if he'd just hit Villager's balloon. Like, I'm pretty sure if you just take out one of their balloons, it kills them pretty easily. Okay, there was just a message from Streamlabs there about moderators pausing chat, but it doesn't really matter that much. Villager's at 100% compared to Sonic's 76.8% here, so it's still pretty much anyone's game, I guess, and we could actually see this go to time, because they're kind of just camping each other out at this point. Or no, Sonic's up match will take it, okay. So yeah, why am I not surprised that Sonic the Hedgehog and Villager's game would be the slowest? At 4 minutes and 43 seconds, I believe it's said there. Or that could have been 48 seconds, because I'm pretty sure it got to 11 seconds left. But yeah, we've got Villager, I mean not Villager, but we got Pichu versus Zelda. I was looking at Villager's picture there, but we got Pichu versus Zelda for this match. It's gonna be at Castle Seed. I'm kind of mixed on leaving this one in on the rule set. I personally like this stage. I think it's probably like the best stage for 90% of characters. It's just, my main problem with the stage is that if you're playing a character that has a better advantage on the stage, so like, let's say you are playing as like Sheik, who does pretty well on the stage, versus Ganondorf, then Sheik's still gonna lose because it's much better for Ganondorf than it is for Sheik, due to it being much smaller. So Ganondorf's a much more threatening character to play against. Pichu has the lead over Zelda at the moment, by about 3% now from that side special. I'm gonna land another side special there, catching Zelda's up special at the ledge. And the side special's back to stage. Yeah, up smash from Zelda is gonna take the first stock. Like how Pichu just kind of destroyed Zelda at the end, and then she just up smashed and Pichu fell into it and then died. It's the most unfortunate thing that I've ever seen. Well, looks like Pichu's gonna get the lead back pretty soon, compared to having to play pretty safe. I'm gonna do a dash dance there as well. My throat's kind of destroyed from all the coughing that I've been doing, so that's why I'm not talking that much. I've probably coughed 20 times within the last 30 minutes. And it's not been soft coughs like I usually have. They've been kind of rough because I've been sick for the past few days. Today I would say is the last day of being sick, but I'm still partially sick. I don't feel tired all the time like I was feeling the last few days, not wanting to move that much because of just sickness. But it's not that kind of sickness anymore. Now I can actually just do stuff compared to yesterday. I just laid in bed all day pretty much until I streamed. Yeah, forward tilt from Pichu's gonna be able to kill Zelda. Zelda did take Pichu's first stock. Second stock there. So, as well as the first one, but yeah, now it's an even game once again for the last 2 minutes of this fight. Or at least 2 maximum. I guess they could go to sudden death for a few minutes, but them staying there for a few minutes is pretty unlikely. Pichu landing a Mario combo, but didn't really finish it. I guess it's kind of just a Pichu combo. And then he parried both hits of neutral special into a down throw. Then SDI'd out of Zelda's forward smash. And then landed down air, and it just kind of killed Zelda. So yeah, Pichu moves on. Got Mario versus Olimar. The good thing about fighting Olimar is Mario can reflect the Pikmin with Cape, but the bad thing about Mario fighting Olimar is that you have to fight Olimar. That's just a bad thing about fighting Olimar in general. Unless you're playing as Olimar, I guess. Or if you're fighting Alf, and then you have to fight Alf. It's kind of just the Pikmin are just pretty annoying to deal with. It's not so much Olimar's annoying to deal with, because if the Pikmin weren't there, Olimar would be a pretty easy pushover. I'm pretty sure even a top level Olimar player would be a pretty easy pushover without any Pikmin being there. So Solomar, I guess. But Solomar's not a pushover in Spiritless, not Spiritless, but World of Light, which I kind of have to do another one of those pretty soon. I was planning on doing one today, but I decided to do a CPU tournament instead, because I didn't get to do one yesterday. And there will be a CPU tournament tomorrow, but on Friday I should be able to stream for a little bit longer than usual. So, then I will stream Solomar, maybe. Depends on what I want to stream that day, because that's also kind of just a random day. So I could do viewer battles. Yeah, Mario's gonna be at a pretty bad disadvantage here. He could still come back against Olimar, as Olimar has a pretty bad disadvantage state himself. It's pretty unlikely, I would say, though. If he would have caped into down smash there, which, I mean, he still kind of did that technically, that would have been pretty smart. And, like, the cape actually hit. Because he did it just slightly too early. Yeah, he had the white Pikmin on him there as well as the blue, so he's going to take a lot of damage there. And then the yellow one made it where its fireball didn't do anything. So that was kind of unlucky. And up air from yellow Pikmin, he's still going to live. If that would have been the purple Olimar had, then he would have died, but just yellow. And he's going to get down-aired by the blue Pikmin, which will kill him there at 190%. But yeah, it looks like Mario is going to be back at a entire stock disadvantage here against Olimar. Olimar throwing a blue Pikmin at Mario and another blue and this yellow one as well. So now all of the Pikmin are on him. Well, now Olimar has no Pikmin. Well, I guess now no because he died, but he still had the blue one whenever I said he had no Pikmin. But Mario actually took a stock pretty early there compared to the last one, so maybe we could see a comeback going. Well, now he's got the white Pikmin on him. Narrowed to up smash because he's a Mario. But yeah, I thought about actually picking up Olimar as a secondary a while back. I think I still have it on my, like, exclamation mark main command, but like, I thought about picking him up for a zoner character, because I do want to play one zoner character to have, like, a pocket one, but I'm thinking of keeping Breath of the Wild Link as a pocket zoner, even though he's not really a true zoner, at least in my opinion. But Mario's going to lose stock to forward air there from the red Pikmin on Olimar, so Olimar moves on to semifinals. But yeah, Link does a lot of damage up close compared to his zoning damage. So that's why I don't really consider him to be that much of a zoner. But yeah, we still got a few more games here. We got Joker versus Duck Hunt.
3, 2, 1, go!
And try and build up some rebellion. And Duck Hunt's just gonna SD at 0. I mean, it happens, I guess. We're on Lilac Cruise, so pretty much anything can happen at 0%. I need to get that one stage of Lilac Cruise that rotates 360 degrees. And I would actually make that legal on this, maybe. I don't know, I think the CPUs would just SD too much. I don't really like them SDing, I'd rather see them fight the full stocks. But yeah, Joker throwing out up special there for some reason. Gonna land an arson side special. Will do increased lingering damage. Try to do first hit of fair into a drag down up air, but it didn't really work. But yeah, Duck Hunt ran into his own can. I thought Joker died at like 40% in the can. I was kind of confused there. But Duck Hunt was at 140, so that I'm not really surprised about it. I mean, Duck Hunt came back against the Ice Climbers, so maybe he can get a 3-stock comeback against Joker, who can get Arson like 4 more times in the match. Joker still hasn't lost a stock at 120%. But he's playing really defensively for having Arson. Like, I know he's at a high percent, but he can just reflect these projectiles if he just hits down B. But yeah, he just lost a percent where his kill convert worked, so being down tilt to down air. But even then, I'm pretty sure that'd be pretty difficult to hit for Duck Hunt. Because Duck Hunt's so small compared to a character like Ganondorf or Bowser. But yeah, I would say Joker has a pretty high chance of taking this game, so landing that back air for 10% on Duck Hunt, putting him at 80. And he's going to fill up his Rebellion gauge slightly. Pretty much every time he's gotten hit this stock has been with Rebel Scar active, so he's gained Rebellion. Let's see. I'm gonna get hit by that dash attack, and it does activate our sim. So, I mean, Duck Hunt doesn't really have much that he can do here other than like camp out Joker. Which, I mean, Duck Hunt is pretty good at camping out, but Joker just created a Duck Hunt combo and killed Duck Hunt with the Duck Hunt combo. So, he is going to move on to semifinal against I don't actually remember who won. Oh yeah, Olimar. So that will be an interesting match, I think. But now we've got Kirby versus Slime and Belmont. Kirby can gimp Belmont very easily, so I think Kirby has this game. And Kirby doesn't have home field advantage here. We do see Wispy Woods making his appearance. And we could see Wispy Woods even get Simon for his first kill of the season. He got a few last season, but he hasn't gotten any this season. Yeah, now Kirby's got Axe, which is actually really good for Kirby. It allows him to cover people that are approaching in front of him at a 45-degree angle. Which, to do that before, you'd have to use, like, short hop fair, or, like, up smash, short hop, neutral air, or, angled upward forward tilt. But Axe is a little bit better. He tried to gimp Simon there, which I kind of respect, but it didn't really work because he did it a bit too early. Like, if Kirby actually would have done that, I would say Kirby wins this game for sure, and I would just quit and then just create another tournament where Belmont was eliminated. But his jump did save him there, so it does make it back to stage. And Axe will be enough to kill Kirby there. I knew it was going to be kind of close, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, almost landed that up smash, but Belmont rolled out of the way and then tried to punish with forward smash, which Kirby punished with side special. And neutral B into another neutral B that didn't connect. Kirby uses down special's intangibility to prevent himself from taking damage for his side special. Dropped out of down special a little too quickly there. Yeah, Belmont goes for an up tilt and up air, but the up air did not connect. But yeah, it's still pretty much anyone's game, I would say, at this rate. Even though Kirby's at a 40% disadvantage, kind of. He could still easily take Simon's stock here with, like, neutral B off stage, or down air off stage, or forward air off stage, like that. And then he's just gonna SD, right? No. Okay. I thought he only had, like, 3 more jumps. And that he just randomly jumped around after taking Simon's stock, but I guess he was trying to wait out Halo invincibility. Like, I really don't know what that was. Maybe it was just to, like, flex his, recovery compared to Simon's. Man, it's at 150% here, so yeah, I was about to say, if he gets hit by that axe, he dies. And he kinda did. Yeah, dash attack. And then he tried to, like, down smash, and then he tried to down air, but Simon down smashed him. It's kind of a weird interaction. Yeah, he parried that, forward tilt after rolling out of the axe's way. Because Kirby's been killed by that axe twice, so now he's probably gonna avoid it a lot. And Simon keeps parrying all of Kirby's dash attacks. Because dash attacks are not safe and they shouldn't be thrown out, especially for Kirby. Because Kirby's is really laggy, because it crosses up. Yeah, that axe is gonna kill Kirby once again, so Simon moves on to semifinals. I'm actually pretty surprised, because all Kirby would have had to do against Simon is just forward air him 3 times in a row, and then hit him again with like a forward air or a down air, and then that would be enough to kill Simon. From like anywhere on the stage, at any percent pretty much. Because that would eventually lead to offstage, and then you could just hit him with a forward air, down air, offstage, and that would kill Simon Richter. Yeah, we're going to be at Mementos here for Pichu versus Sonic. Sonic at a disadvantage here at the beginning. Gonna jump off stage to reset to neutral here in the middle. Yeah, the thing I don't like about Mementos is it's a little big, so characters who struggle to kill really struggle to kill on this stage. Like Falco, for example, I consider him to be a character that kind of struggles to kill. A lot of his kill setups are really specific, and if they don't work, then you have to kill much later than usual. So, I would say that he really struggles on this stage. And I would say that's kind of its main problem, is that it's a little too large for like the bottom and top blast zone. Yeah, Sonic still at a disadvantage here compared to Pichu. He's going to be able to survive that forward air and neutral special, but trades that neutral air and then gets caught on stage by Pichu's forward tilt, or caught on ledge, I mean. Then up smash Pichu for a reset, so now even once again. Well, I guess Pichu kind of damaged himself, but they're both at first stock. I mean, not first stock, but second stock at 0. But now Sonic is dead. No, you can air dodge. I kind of forgot about that there. I mean, air dodging to ledge is pretty risky for Sonic in that scenario, because Pichu can just forward tilt him again. And if Pichu would have forward tilted Sonic at the ledge to 2-frame him again, then Sonic would have died. Or I guess that wasn't a 2-frame last time, but it would have 2-framed him that time. Or at least Pichu could have done that. But yeah, this Pichu likes to use side special a lot. Like, I didn't really use it that much as Pichu unless I was covering the stage. Well, I actually do that more than quick attack, because a lot of people expect quick attack more. Because side special is very easy to punish in comparison. But yes, Sonic's at 131%, so he's kind of at kill percent, and Pichu's kind of at kill percent as well. As he's the lightest character in the game, so he dies much earlier. Like, I'm pretty sure up smash from Sonic can kill on the platform that they're standing on. Maybe on the sloped part? Yeah, on the sloped part it did kill it, so... Yeah, I was gonna say, like, right there it could have maybe killed. Yeah, Pichu gonna land the down air. Sonic is gonna live, though. He's now at 171.9% though, so he's not gonna be alive for much longer, I would say. Pichu goes for back throw. Sonic tried to throw out a forward smash, but Pichu threw out a down air, which was a much better option. Got a kill. Sonic landing forward smash into forward tilt. Forward tilt is a really good move for Sonic for some reason. Like, it's just so fast that it just allows him to set up not a 2-frame, but a jab block very easily. Because it puts people into tumble very easily. But yeah, Sonic could just up smash Pichu again and kill Pichu at this percent. I didn't really expect Sonic to come out of this one on top, but yeah, that's exactly what he did, was he just up smash Pichu again. And got the Chaos Emerald. I mean, I like Sonic in Ultimate, but he's much better in Smash 4, I'd say. He's not a top tier in this game like he was in that one. But he's still high tier to me, I would say. Like, maybe not super high tier or anything like that, but like I would say he's maybe around Joker. Because Joker's kind of lower high tier to me. Although I've been seeing a bit of stuff with Joker that might move him a bit up. Yeah, Joker did read that roll from Olimar there and punish with a forward smash, so that's pretty good. But now we're on Pokemon Stadium 2, so I guess I did leave that in rotation. The difference between them is that Pokemon Stadium 2 has, lines on the side, and I'm pretty sure, like, the stadium in the background's a bit different as well. But if you want to know very easily, Pokemon Stadium 2 has 2 lines on both sides. So as you can see, like, where they're standing, there's 2 lines, and Pokemon Stadium 1 has 1 line. That's how I remember. But earlier I kind of forgot that, but now that I see that we're on Pokemon Stadium 2, I did remember that. Yeah, it's pretty even at this point, although Joker could kill Olimar very easily with like an up smash. Olimar could kind of do the same. He could do like up smash into up air. It wouldn't kill though, but it would knock Joker to a kill percent. Yeah, up smash without Arson actually killed. I guess Olimar's kind of light. And up smash is really strong for Joker. The Joker's gonna parry that up air and the neutral air as well that came before it. I believe it was a neutral air. It might have been another up air. So I'm pretty sure you'd have to parry all hits of neutral air. And Joker only got 2 parries in that interaction. Yeah, you would have to parry all of them. Because he just got 1 parry there. But yeah, Joker's at 152.5 at this point. He did have a jump, but he also got Arsene, so he was pretty safe there. Actually getting a counter there. Using Tetrahard. Now he's at 196%, so he's gonna die. Yeah, he's gonna die to up air. So he's gonna die within the next few seconds. But Olimar is at a 66.5% disadvantage here, and I mean, he could go into disadvantage state after being hit like once by Joker at this percent, so then Joker could secure a kill. Because Olimar in disadvantage, as I said earlier, is really bad. It's just he doesn't really have that many fast get out of disadvantage options, but he does have a lot of fast advantage options that make it where it's really hard to get him into disadvantage, but once he's there, it's really hard for him to get out. Like, he kind of just has to retreat with Pikmin by, like, side beam. And then his up special has no hitbox or anything, so he's just kind of open for attack. And he's gonna parry that up smash from Joker, but gets hit by the Nair, as he decided to up special for some reason. Went for whistling to grab. Don't really know why he whistled. I mean, like, even resetting the Pikmin order, that wouldn't have been smart, because his grab range would have remained the same. Maybe it was to bait Joker to approach. I'm not really sure what that idea was. Yeah, he is now a full stock and percent behind Joker. Like, I guess a full stock, really. Because the way that I see it, like, a stock is 999%. It's not like in Mario Party where as long as you have a star in front of someone, they could have, like, infinite coins, and the fact that you still have a star and they don't puts you ahead of them. But technically, the maximum percent in this game is 999%. Like, you can't really go any higher than that. Because if you hit somebody at that percent, their percent doesn't go up, it just remains the same. And so, whenever someone's a stock behind, they're actually, like, over 1,000% behind, technically. So it's kind of weird to think about. But I mean, like, the only move I can think of that wouldn't kill at, like, 999% is, like, the first hit of Young Link's forward smash. Because I kind of tested that in the last stream and it didn't kill. And it really surprised me. It did set up for a really hard to hit edge guard. But yeah, every time that I muted my mic there, I was coughing. Oh wait, is Olimar gonna send Joker into, sudden death? Because Olimar could actually win that. Because Joker doesn't get Arsene at the beginning of sudden death. Oh. That would really suck if Joker loses. Yeah, that really sucks. Well, I guess he's gonna have to find his way back to this tournament, because he's been in every one of them so far. And like, I didn't even put him in this tournament. Like, imagine getting camped out by Olimar for the entirety of a game, whenever you had, like, a 100% lead and a stock lead at the same time. And then dying to up air. Or I guess it was for the red Pikmin, so it's not that disrespectful. But if it was with like the white Pikmin, then I would actually just create another tournament and let Joker win. But yeah, Joker's not gonna save Smash today. And now you got Simon versus Sonic. Sonic's gonna struggle in this matchup for sure, as Simon's got projectiles. Not that Sonic can't really defeat Simon, but it's just that Sonic can't really approach Simon. As if he jumps, it takes him a long time to move in the air, because his air speed's actually... I mean, it's pretty fast, but it could be much faster. But as you can see, he can just back air Simon like that, and then kill Simon at 60. Even though Sonic's at 134. I mean, this is an appropriate song to play for this. The Roost. It's the perfect fighting game song. If you didn't know. I mean, this was the song that played at the end of the Mario Kart races if they ended in the cup that had... Or if they... Or I don't think it was the cup, it was the track from Animal Crossing. If you just played on that track at all, this song would play at the end of the race. But it could be the cup as well. I don't remember what cup it was though, because it's been a while since I played Grand Prix in Mario Kart. I mostly just play on versus mode, so I can do the 48 race thing where you play through all 48 of the races. Or I mean, not races, but courses. I've never actually done that on the stream, because I never played Mario Kart on the stream, but I should do that once. Because that's really fun to do, is just to sit and play through all 48. In a completely random order. It wouldn't even take that long either. It'd be much shorter than like an Iron Man or a game of Smashdown. But yeah, Simon, he knew he wasn't going to win that game, so he just kind of gave up, which I don't really judge him for that. So, really big surprise here, but we've got two very campy characters, so if this match ends in sudden death, I actually would not be surprised in the slightest. So, they got really close to meeting on the opposite sides of the bracket, but it would have to be Villager that won this game to meet on the complete opposite side, or won the game against Sonic. But yeah, if this ends in sudden death, like, I would not be surprised at all. Yeah, actually Olimar got the white Pikmin on Sonic first, so that got him a lot of percent, and then those two back airs got him like 20% each. And then he footstooled Olimar. Is that going to be enough to kill Olimar? Yes, it is. I mean, I don't understand why Olimar just didn't throw Pikmin. Or, I mean, I guess maybe he was too low. I think he could have thrown one, and then he might have been able to make it back if it was the purple that he threw. Like, I could understand if he had to throw the white, but I'm pretty sure he had to throw the purple. But yeah, Olimar's going to take Sonic stock there with a forward air. So, he didn't really get that much of a lead for very long. Yeah, Sonic just threw out moves, and then Olimar kind of just hard punished him there, and now Olimar has the lead. After Sonic killed Olimar at 0. By footstool. Or it wasn't at 0, but it was pretty close. Because all he just did was like trade with them and then footstool. And my voice is dying because my throat is also dying from all this coughing. Or else I might stream another CPU tournament. Like, I still could later, maybe. depending on what time it is. Yeah, it's only like 6:30, so. But it wouldn't be like during the stream. I would have to end this one and then go on a different one. But yeah, it looks like we might go to time this game. Like, Sonic got a really fast kill on Olimar, but he did space out that fourth match really well, so he got another one, like another really good kill there. So that's why I don't think it will go to time. But if he didn't get that kill, then it probably would have went to time, because it's already half the time. And they both are on their final stock now. I don't know why Sonic is doing so bad in advantage against Olimar. Like, Sonic has a pretty decent advantage. Like, it's not really anything compared to, like, Peach and Daisy advantage, but it's still really good. Oh, now he's got 2 white Pikmin, so he can just throw them both at Sonic and then Sonic be at 100% in, like, 3 seconds, because that's actually how the damage output would work. Like, it's not exaggerated. That would be 40%. If you left him on there for 3 seconds. Or that might actually not even be enough, because 3 seconds is a pretty long amount of time. I don't really know the, like, speed that the Pikmin hit Sonic. Like, the way that they slam their head into the opponent. I don't really know how fast that is. Yeah, Sonic for some reason rolled there, and then Olimar punished with back air. So Sonic went from having an early lead to another lead, and then Olimar ended up winning. So yeah, this CPU tournament was actually pretty short for all of the amount of games that went to sudden death. There were 2. Or, no, there was only one that went to sudden death, actually. I thought there were 2. But yeah, we had the potential to see, like, Duck Hunt fight Olimar, which could have taken, like, 30 minutes. And then Villager fight Corin and Simon, as well as Olimar, which could have been another 30 minutes. Like, there were so many options that could have just taken forever. So I'm kind of surprised that this game took its, like, little time as it did. But that is going to be it for the stream, as I'm starting to cough, like, every word now. So I might be back in a few minutes, or not a few minutes, but I'll probably, like, go eat dinner, and then I might be back after that to do another CPU tournament, maybe, and actually do number 6 out of 16 instead of accidentally mistitling this. But for now, I'm just going to say this is going to be this stream. Maybe Joker's back in the next CPU tournament, which will be tomorrow, actually, if it's not tonight. And then, if it is tonight, then there will be another one that's tomorrow as well. So, yeah, I just really don't know how he's managed to get in random. Like, he has a 1 out of, like, 75 chance to be selected. Or I guess a brawler, like the Miis, don't really count. So, because they can't be chosen in random for some reason. Like, I really don't understand why. But, yeah, I guess that's going to be it for this CPU tournament for now. And Olimar did win, so he will be in the next set of 4. Yeah, I guess I hope to see everyone in the next stream.